Have you ever felt different, like you don't quite belong in this world? Do you sometimes sense that you have a higher purpose, a special mission that you can't quite put into words? If these questions resonate with you, then you might be one of the chosen ones, an angel in human form here on earth to make a difference. The idea of angels walking among us may seem like something out of a fantasy novel, but many spiritual traditions believe that some souls come to this planet with a divine purpose. These angels in disguise are said to possess unique qualities and abilities that set them apart from the average person. They are here to spread light, love, and healing wherever they go, even if they're not always aware of their true nature. So how do you know if you're an angel in human form? There are certain signs that can point to your higher calling, and in this video, we'll explore 8 of them in depth. By the end of this discussion, you may have a clearer sense of your own spiritual identity and purpose. The first sign that you might be an angel in disguise is a deep capacity for empathy and compassion. Do you find yourself constantly tuning in to the emotions of those around you? When someone is hurting, do you feel their pain as if it were your own? This ability to empathize can sometimes feel like a burden, especially in a world where so many people are suffering. But it's actually a gift, a sign that you have a big, open heart and a natural desire to help others. Angels in human form are often drawn to nurturing roles, like nursing, teaching, or counseling. They have a way of making people feel seen, heard, and understood, even in the darkest of times. If you find yourself constantly reaching out to those in need, offering a listening ear, a comforting hug, or a helping hand, then you may be fulfilling your angelic mission without even realizing it. Of course, empathy and compassion aren't always easy. There may be times when you feel overwhelmed by the pain of the world or drained from giving so much of yourself to others. This is why it's important for angels in disguise to practice self-care and set healthy boundaries. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking time to recharge your own batteries will allow you to show up more fully for those who need your light. The second sign that you might be an angel in human form is a strong intuition or gut feeling about things. Do you often sense what someone needs before they even ask? Do you get a knowing about certain situations or decisions, even if you can't explain it logically? This inner guidance system is a direct line to the divine, a way for the universe to communicate with you and steer you in the right direction. For angels in disguise, intuition is like a superpower. It allows you to navigate life with a little extra wisdom and clarity, even in the face of uncertainty or chaos. You might find yourself just knowing when someone is lying, or sensing danger before it happens. You might get a strong feeling about a person or place, even if you can't put your finger on why. The key is to trust these gut feelings, even if they don't always make sense to your rational mind. Your intuition is a gift from the higher realms, a way for your angelic self to guide you on your earthly path. Of course, it's important to distinguish between true intuition and fear-based thoughts or ego-driven desires. One way to do this is to practice getting quiet and tuning in to your body's signals. Intuition often feels calm, centered, and clear, while fear or ego tend to feel tight, anxious, or grasping. Another way to strengthen your intuition is to spend time in nature, which brings us to the third sign of being an angel in disguise, a deep love and connection to the natural world. Do you feel a sense of peace and wonder when you're surrounded by trees, mountains, or oceans? Do animals seem naturally drawn to you, as if they recognize a kindred spirit? For angels in human form, nature is a sanctuary, a place to reconnect with the divine essence that flows through all living things. You might find yourself spending long hours outdoors, marveling at the beauty and complexity of the Earth's ecosystems. You might feel a special bond with certain animals, like you can communicate with them on a soul level. This love for nature comes from an understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings. Angels in disguise recognize that we are all part of a greater web of life, and that what affects one part of the web affects us all. This is why you might feel called to protect the environment, to live sustainably, or to advocate for animal rights. Nurturing your connection to nature can be a powerful way to stay grounded and centered in your angelic mission. Take time each day to appreciate the beauty around you, whether it's tending to a garden, walking in the woods, or simply watching the birds outside your window. Volunteer with local conservation groups or animal shelters and let your love for the earth guide your choices and actions. The fourth sign that you might be an angel in disguise is a need for solitude and contemplation. Do you often crave alone time, even if you enjoy being around others? Do you feel most at peace when you're in quiet, meditative spaces? This desire for solitude can sometimes be mistaken for introversion or even antisocial tendencies, but for angels in human form, it's a vital part of maintaining balance and clarity. In the stillness of solitude, you can more easily connect with your higher self and the divine realms. You might find yourself naturally drawn to practices like meditation, prayer, or journaling as ways to access inner wisdom and guidance. You might cherish moments of silence, finding them nourishing rather than lonely or uncomfortable. Of course, too much isolation can be unhealthy, even for angels in disguise. It's important to find a balance between alone time and social connection, and to remember that part of your mission is to share your light with others. But don't feel guilty about needing regular doses of solitude to recharge your batteries and stay centered in your truth. One way to honor your need for contemplation is to create sacred space in your home or surroundings. This might be a quiet corner where you meditate each morning, an altar where you light candles and say prayers, or simply a favorite spot in nature where you go to think and dream. Having a physical anchor for your spiritual practice can help you stay connected to your angelic nature, even in the midst of a busy or chaotic world. The fifth sign that you might be an angel in disguise is an attraction to spiritual wisdom and practices from many different traditions. Do you find yourself drawn to ancient texts, sacred chants, or mystical teachings? Do you feel a sense of recognition or resonance when you encounter certain spiritual concepts, even if you can't fully explain why? For angels in human form, spirituality is not just a hobby or a passing interest, it's a way of life, a path to understanding the deepest truths of existence. You might find yourself exploring different religions, philosophies, or esoteric systems, searching for the common threads that unite them all. You might be drawn to practices like yoga, shamanism, or energy healing as ways to tap into the unseen realms and cultivate your own inner gifts. This attraction to spiritual wisdom comes from a desire to remember your true nature and purpose. As an angel in disguise, you carry within you the knowledge of the divine, even if it's buried beneath layers of human conditioning and forgetting. By studying and practicing various spiritual traditions, you can begin to unlock this inner knowing and align yourself more fully with your higher calling. Of course, it's important to approach spirituality with discernment and an open mind. Not every teaching or practice will resonate with you, and that's okay. Trust your own inner guidance to lead you to the path that's right for you. And remember, spirituality is not about escaping the world, but about bringing more light and love into it. Your angelic mission is not to transcend the human experience, but to infuse it with the wisdom and compassion of the divine. The sixth sign that you might be an angel in disguise is a natural affinity for healing and energy work. Do you feel drawn to places where people are suffering? Hospitals, nursing homes, disaster zones? Do you feel a capacity to take on other people's pain and transmute it with love? These abilities are signs that you have a healing gift, whether you're aware of it or not. Angels in human form are often intuitive healers, able to sense imbalances and blockages in the energy field and work to clear them. You might find yourself instinctively placing your hands on someone who is hurting, or sending prayers and loving thoughts to a friend in need. You might feel the emotions and physical sensations of others in your own body, as if your empathy has a direct energetic link. This capacity for healing can manifest in many different ways. Some angels in disguise become professional healers, working with modalities like Reiki, acupuncture, or crystal therapy. Others incorporate healing into their everyday lives, offering a kind word, a gentle touch, or a listening ear wherever they go. Some work on a more subtle level, sending healing energy to the planet and all its inhabitants through meditation and intention. Whatever your healing gift looks like, know that it is a powerful way to fulfill your angelic mission. By helping others to release pain, fear, and negativity, you are spreading light in the world and easing the suffering of all beings. Just remember to take care of your own energetic hygiene too. Regular clearing practices like salt baths, smudging, and grounding in nature can help you release any heavy energy you may pick up from others. The seventh sign that you might be an angel in disguise is the frequent experience of synchronicities and divine guidance. Do you often see repeating numbers like 1111 or 444? Do you have a knack for being in the right place at the right time, or meeting just the person you need to help you on your path? These coincidences are actually signs that you are in alignment with your higher purpose and that the universe is conspiring to support you. For angels in human form, synchronicities are like winks from the divine, little reminders that you are on the right track. You might find yourself thinking of someone, only to have them call you out of the blue. You might stumble upon a book or teacher that answers a question you've been pondering. You might have a dream that gives you insight into a problem or decision you're facing. These experiences of divine guidance can be subtle or dramatic, but they all point to the same truth, that you are being led and supported by forces beyond the physical realm. As an angel in disguise, you have a direct connection to this higher wisdom, even if you don't always remember it. By paying attention to synchronicities and following their gentle nudges, you can align yourself more fully with your angelic mission. One way to cultivate this connection is to keep a synchronicity journal where you record any meaningful coincidences or signs that you notice. Over time, you may start to see patterns or themes emerging, clues to your unique path and purpose. You can also set the intention to receive guidance from your angels and spirit guides, either through meditation or simply by asking for their help and trusting that it will come. The final and perhaps most important sign that you are an angel in disguise is a persistent feeling that you are here for a reason, that you have a higher purpose to fulfill. This feeling may have been with you since childhood, a quiet but insistent sense that you are meant to do something big and important with your life. Or it may have emerged more recently as you've begun to awaken to your spiritual nature and gifts. For many angels in human form, this sense of purpose can be both exhilarating and terrifying. On the one hand, it's a confirmation that your life has meaning and value beyond the mundane concerns of the ego. On the other hand, it can feel like a heavy responsibility, a sacred duty that you're not sure you're ready for. If you're feeling this call to a higher purpose, know that you are not alone. Many lightworkers and spiritual seekers are experiencing a similar awakening, a collective shift in consciousness that is preparing us for a new era of love and unity on the planet. Your unique gifts and talents are needed now more than ever, as we work together to heal the wounds of separation and create a world that works for all. So how do you begin to align with your higher purpose and fulfill your angelic mission? The first step is simply to trust the journey, even if you can't see the whole path yet. Follow your heart and your intuition, and take small steps each day to express your truth and share your light. This might mean volunteering for a cause you believe in, starting a creative project that inspires you, or simply being kind and compassionate in your daily interactions. Remember, your purpose doesn't have to be some grandiose or world-changing mission. Sometimes the most profound acts of service are the simplest ones. A smile, a kind word, a moment of presence with another human being. As Mother Teresa said, we can do no great things, only small things with great love. At the same time, don't be afraid to dream big and envision the world you want to create. As an angel in human form, you have the power to manifest miracles and transform reality with your thoughts and intentions. Spend time each day imagining a future of peace, joy, and abundance for all, and trust that your visions are planting seeds in the collective consciousness. Above all, remember that you are not alone in this journey. You are part of a vast network of lightworkers, each with their own unique role to play in the unfolding of divine plan. Trust that you will be guided to the people, places, and experiences that you need to fulfill your purpose, and that everything is happening in perfect timing. As we come to the end of this exploration of the signs of being an angel in disguise, I hope you feel a sense of recognition and empowerment. If any of these qualities resonate with you, know that you are here for a sacred reason, and that your light is needed in the world. Remember, being an angel in human form doesn't mean you have to be perfect or have all the answers. It simply means that you are willing to show up each day with an open heart and a commitment to serving the highest good. It means that you are willing to face your own shadows and challenges with compassion, knowing that they are opportunities for growth and transformation. So take a deep breath, feel your feet on the ground, and remember who you really are. You are a holy and divine being, a spark of the infinite Creator here to bless the world with your unique presence. You are loved, you are supported, and you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. May you always walk in the light of your own true nature, and may you be a beacon of hope and healing for all who cross your path. Thank you for being here, for shining your light, and for spreading your angelic wings in service to the world.